Hey guys, this is Hell Hades. This is a Raid Shadow Legends video. So, I was really hopeful, honestly, to get myself a soul for my Ieyasu before I did a showcase, but we will get a showcase of him tomorrow. Either way, I've maxed him out now. He's kind of like level 60, ready to go. Soulless, but still going to be going into some crazy teams. So look out for that one tomorrow. Just today, I wanted to call out this new event, which should have been for a lot of people, but because of the tragedy of the first event for Freya, this is probably going to go to way less people. Basically, what they're doing here is a chance to earn the 5-star soul for Freya, as well as avatars and stuff like that. But it is through summoning and upgrading champs, which means that if you did get Freya, well, let's see how crazy it is. But certainly upgrading champs makes it a bit more accessible than normal. So I was having a quick look through it. I literally just upgraded my Ieyasu. That's how I got some points here already. You basically got this kind of path where you go down the left here, relatively low lift effort to do it. Kind of through here, one key that you can grab, and then another 2 keys at the bottom. And then you can just literally go straight back in and get into the Freya. So you need extra keys if you want things like the portrait, if you want things like the avatar, which is actually very cool. But again, depends if you care about that stuff. So for me, if we're going like minimal effort, still going to be a lot, by the way, but if we're going minimal effort, we're talking, what's this, like 750, 1500, 2500, 4, 5, 6, 9, 10, 16, just seeing if anything's cheaper, 16 into that one, 23, 33, 34, 35,000 to get all the keys you need, and then another 50,000. So the minimum you can do is 85,000 points to get the 5-star soul, which really, if you're not interested in this soul, then you probably don't get involved at all. Now, the reason why you might get involved is there is a 2 times on the sacred shards from tomorrow. And you know, a lot of people just pull shards over that time anyway. But we're not in a fusion right now. There's probably going to be a Halloween fusion coming around the corner. So unless you are going for a Freya soul, I'd say you may as well just completely ignore that this exists. That's what I would do. Completely ignore it. And even, so I'm thinking to myself, look, a soul which is over 4-star dramatically changes the quality of a champ. Okay, like dramatically changes it. 5-star is big for someone like a Freya. So in my head, I'm like, right, let me just think about this for a second. She scales through defense in terms of her abilities. She's got this instant turn mechanic, which is super sweet for your teammate. But do I care if she has got a soul or not? Like a high level soul. Like if this was, you're going to earn a soul for a damage dealer, like straight up damage dealer, the souls are not a question for me. You absolutely should go for it if that's going to be someone that you're going to use a lot. But the kind of more like support champs, look, it helps them. If you're a high level player and you're going to use them for high level play, sure, you're going to pick up that soul. If you're not though, and you're just, if you're anything below super high tier, I think it's probably a skip. I think the whole weekend of events probably become a skip, and you save for stuff which is more relevant to you. That's my view on it. I just, even for me, as a reasonably high level player, nowadays, I mean, just to put things into perspective, if you think my stuff is good, I am at my level in Siege, I am outgeared by every opponent at the level that I play at. My clan probably should be booting me out the door because I get severely outgeared in anything PvP. Like I am wrecked. I can't win any fights. I literally cannot win any fights. Well, I can. I won a couple, but like the ones where it's like, HH, we know you've got a team that can be involved here. No, just get hard wrecked. It's like I'm about 20 speed slower than the next dude. Like it's a lot. Some of that does come from souls. Some of it probably comes from my PvP like experience nowadays because I'm not massively into the PvP scene, but also, you know, there's just another tier above me of players in terms of gearing, in terms of champs, you know, all of that stuff. And you know, if you're in that tier, then this soul becomes very, very relevant. The other thing I would say, like, if you are, I don't know, mid game and you picked up Freya, and she's kind of like one of your carries, then the soul then makes a big difference. You know, having like a 5-star brimstone or something like that does make a big difference. But yeah, only really if you're pushing to that. It's either like massively changing your account, or if you are pushing towards endgame stuff, I think, for this one. So that's my view on it. Tomorrow we will get to see what Ieyasu can do, and with my best gear and all that type of stuff, super pumped to get him ready. But yeah, let me know what you think of the Freya event. 85,000, I didn't really sum up what you would need to do that, but basically, let's say you're pulling sacreds over the weekend. That is what, nearly 20, yeah, 19 sacreds over the weekend to get just the soul. They're basically pricing a 5-star soul at the same price as a guaranteed legendary nowadays. And it's probably more powerful, honestly. Like, in terms of the power creep you get from going from 1 to 5-star, there's probably more power in the soul. If I look at someone who's got a 5-star for me, just any random, and look at what it gives me in stats. That's the main thing, the stats. Look at that. It's so much extra stats to any champ that you've got. You know, it's adding like, what, 15% extra stats across the board, basically. It's a lot. It's a ton. It's like adding your whole Great Hall maxed out all over again and some. It's, yeah, I mean, it's worth a lot more than empowerment, having a big soul. So, you know, it's worth, basically, is it worth more than a +4? Let me just think here. +4 in, less stats, less stats, less stats, less stats, yeah? That's versus a 4-star soul. +4 in versus a 5-star soul. Here you go, I've got a perfect comparison. Less, less, less. I get some here. If it was 6-star, it would be on a par. Less, less, less. 5-star soul worth more than +4ing your champ for stats. So bear that in mind. But anyway, do what you want to do. But yeah, I just thought I'd give my view on it. I am not going to be doing the Freya event, and I'm not going to be doing Sacred Shards. I'm going to hold my shards for a bit until we have got the next kind of like Halloween fusion and see what that one is all about. Anyway, I've been Hell Hades. I'll see you soon.